I have another story. This isn't my story. This is a story. But it was the saga that continues from the last story. And in kind of a perspective of something that I realized. So, last weekend, I noticed my buddy was live streaming. And so I'm like, oh, I'll pop in and say hello. And so he always promotes me when I get on there. And it's like, oh, it's like my sister, everybody. Subscribe to her channel. Nice guy, you know. And then all of a sudden I kept seeing through the chats, oh, so-and-so's live. So-and-so's live. That's the one girl. And I thought, why is she going live at the same time he's live? Like, that's weird because she's normally the type to make sure that their premieres, I don't really do premieres though. I did once and it was not worth it. Anyway, don't go on at the same time because if we have the same audience that watches us, then they're going to have to pick and choose who they're going to watch. So I normally respect that. Although I didn't really take note to that when I would schedule my videos to go out. I just schedule them to go out whenever. It's not intentional. Anyway, so I go on another phone because I'm on my phone on this live, and I jump onto her channel and see her live. And of all places she's at, it was cracking me up because she was exactly where he normally hangs out on Fremont and sitting in the exact same area he sits at. So he is driving home. So his live stream, he's driving home from Fremont. And he's promoting another channel that's part of a group, saying once I get off, I'm gonna stop live streaming as soon as so and so jumps on his live stream. So he wasn't live streaming yet. So obviously they were respecting each other with not going on at the same time. But she was going on the exact same time he was, which I thought, man, she really did just use us until she's not even a big channel. The perspective is cracking me up because I literally just talked to my kid today. And their friend is a YouTuber. And I said, how many subscribers does your friend have again? And he looked at this phone. He said, oh, 841,000 subscribers. I'm like, oh my God. And I met this kid on New Year's Eve. They were at the house. And very nice, very humble. You wouldn't even know they're a huge channel. Okay. The friends I'm talking about right now, the ones that are like being all narcissistic, one is, they're at 30,000, maybe a little bit over 30,000 subscribers. Okay, that is not a huge channel. I mean, to me it is. I'm not a huge channel, but I mean, it's enough to like make some decent money. But I'm just laughing that this kid has 841,000 subscribers. I'm like, what? So, anywho. So back to what I was saying. So here she is live streaming. I mean, the audacity of her to be exactly where my buddy always live streams on Fremont. That's how he even got big in the first place on his channel. He started live streaming a lot. She's sitting in his exact spot. I'm like, oh my God. And she has no soul. Like, she doesn't even care. Like, she doesn't even think about it. And she's hanging out with the guy that my buddy was saying as soon as he goes live, I'll get off the stream. And then the next day I see pictures that my buddy posted with him and that one guy sitting in the area that they sit at with some friends behind them. And then on hers, same thing. Oh my God, you're with the same exact people in the same exact spot. And said something like, oh, I had an awesome live stream last night or whatever. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on between those two because he didn't tell me details of their fight. Just a little bit of something that she pretty much just judged his character incorrectly. That's all I got out of it. I didn't get any detail, and I'm staying in my own lane, not asking any more detail. But in the live stream, my buddy was drunk, and I've never seen him drunk before. Let me get a sippy. Hang on. And that was really different to see him buzzing like that. And he almost went there and spilled the tea. Oh, I was like, because people kept popping in his chat saying that so-and-so's live streaming. I'm like, why are they mentioning her? Maybe they don't know that he's upset with her. I don't know. But he was getting kind of, a little bit too, he would say things, and thank God his girlfriend was a mediator, say, nope, we're not getting real. Because one time, because I'm popping in saying hi, I'm not interrogating, I'm not putting out, I'm not throwing out ideas for him to talk about her in any way. I'm just chatting away with whatever he's talking about. But other people keep mentioning her, so like that's how it's getting brought up. And although just me being on the chat, it might be reminding him, because he did say, if it's anybody is like, genuine, and the girlfriend's like, oh, shit's getting real right now. And he goes, some people, though, they're not real, and just you wait, it's not gonna last. And he was just saying certain things that you're like, oh shit, And she's like, no, we're not doing that. And he goes, okay, I promise I don't like to talk about anybody negatively about their channel. I just, you could tell he was just so angry. So I'm like, man, she really did a number on him. But you pop onto her live stream, she doesn't give a rat's ass. She's just doing her thing, la la la, having a great day. Oh my God, hi everybody. Like, wow. And I think the thing it's not my battle to fight. But I feel bad for him, because I know what it's like to have that happen. And she just is like exactly like my sister, minus she's more girly. My sister's not. But outside of her little poses and selfies that she does of herself, because she's that kind of girl, she does the exact same shit that my sister does. She steals people's friends. And I've seen that, because even with the abusive boyfriend that she's back together with, she hangs out with his friends without him. And I thought, I know you don't own friends, I get that, but I feel like she wants to be like taking people's like life, like their spot from them, like his wife. Okay, it's like she wanted her life, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden now she's doing a get ready with me in her old fucking house, in her kitchen, like making coffee. It's like, what the hell? Like this, I just feel bad for that lady. I'm like, she didn't ask for this. She was living a good life out here, had a job, had, a bunch of animals. She had a really decent house with a decent backyard. And this bitch took it all away from her. And I'm like, and then she's doing get ready with me videos. And I'm like, oh, such bullshit. And she doesn't even think twice about it. Doesn't even make her feel bad. Like, she's just sociopathic. And I was like, holy shit. And so, and then I see when her and the abusive boyfriend like break up, I see her hanging out with his friends. Like, I'm like, what the hell? She'll have pictures of, I've seen that before. And I'm like, because my sister has done that. I made some friends before, and all of a sudden she kind of somehow wooed them to her, and all of a sudden they were hanging out with her instead of me. It's not the first time I've seen this. So I'm like going, why are people like that? And so that's what that reminded me of when she was on Fremont Street hanging out with the exact same friends that my buddy had just hung out with just before he left to go home. So he continued to live stream, when he was at home, until they finally said, okay, I'm drunk, I gotta go. And then he ended up putting that live stream on private, so members only kind of thing. So I was like, I don't blame him, actually. I thought he was just gonna delete it. I was wondering, like, her channel continues to grow. She's going to surpass his numbers, like, not too far from now. I can see it already, because he's been a pretty, decent sized channel for a while, and then we're not, and I'm very slow growing. And she just all of a sudden, like, boom, was at 10,000. I was like, whoa, what the hell? Hey, congratulations. And all of a sudden, boom, 25,000. I'm like, oh, damn, like, whatever you're doing, I guess you're doing it right. And now she's at, almost 32,000. So, like, I know she's going to surpass him probably in a couple weeks. And, okay, so this whole entire thing, you're like, to your point, why are narcissists so successful? And this is my thoughts on this and why this is. Because I was just talking to my daughter about how my two sisters, they're very successful. They have money. They don't need any more. Yet they've already taken my brother who passed away, the money he left for all of us, mind you, if we had kids thing. They took it all. And then I know they're going to take my mom's stuff when she dies. And it's just like, I know things happen for a reason. There's this burnt toast theory with that said. And I'll take that into account, because even with this whole YouTube thing, I feel like, you know what, I was really kind of bummed the way this group went downhill and how they sold their soul to the devil, bringing her onto the group, and how she's pretty much destroying lives one day at a time, one YouTuber at a time. But the good thing out of it was that it motivated me to do better on my thumbnails, because thumbnails are all a thing to get people to watch your videos, and I haven't really gone out of my way to make good ones. And that motivated me to upgrade my ThumbMaker Pro thing and create better thumbnails. This channel, I'm not really going out of my way to do things like that. It's just more of a therapy channel, just to vent out my thoughts and hopefully, you know, help people out there if they need help. But that's all this channel is basically. I wasn't doing it for the money, and I'm not monetized, obviously. I don't have enough subscribers anyway. It's all good. If I ever do, great. But I do think that narcissists are successful because they have no soul. And when I say that, it's because here she was live streaming, not thinking twice of what she's doing. You know, she knows that he's live streaming at the same time. And here she is hanging out with his friends, hanging out in his spot, okay? This is just what I noticed. And she's not thinking twice about it, and she's doing fine. Him, on the other hand, is getting emotionally upset about how whatever she did wrong, which I don't know. And he's letting it sabotage his own self. Like we let our thoughts get to us. You know, we start getting into our own head. We start making bad decisions because of it, because we actually have feelings and a soul. And narcissists don't. So they can still continue to think ahead and not let anything distract them, because they don't think that way. They don't give a shit. In fact, she thrives on the negativity from other people. She loves that for her. She wants that. So the worst thing you can do to them is go no contact. And that's why, even though I just want to tell her off so bad, I just hate her. You know, I don't think she realizes how much I don't like her. She just reminds me of my sister so much that I'm like, you're an evil piece of shit. But that's what she would want from me. So not saying anything is like the worst. And so I haven't been. I've been keeping to myself. I'm telling you about it as a channel. I'm telling just people that are safe, that don't know her. You know, I might vent to them about it, but I am not talking to anybody outside of that. I'm not commenting on, in fact, like I said, I have her muted, but I did peek at her stuff because I wanted to see what was going on between, you know, just out of curiosity, and I'm like, wow. But even though I'm kind of being a little nosy, but I'm being nosy privately. I'm not saying anything. I'm just watching from a distance, like he said, my buddy, watch from a distance. And that's what I'm doing, just kind of observing, but not doing shit about it. Just taking notes, just kind of gathering my thoughts. And in the future, if they should ever get back to, you know, friends again or whatever, and I really don't want to be part of that group. So I just really don't want anything to do with her, and I really don't want to hang out with the abusive boyfriend anymore, because he's definitely changed. She's changed him. It's not for the better, but definitely the reason why narcs are doing better than us. Have you ever noticed that? They're always just fine. They're always successful. It's disgusting. It's disgusting to know, like, if you feel like they won, you know, the bad guy won. But that's the reason. It's because they don't get into their heads, because they don't have a soul. They don't think about that kind of stuff. They don't have empathy. They don't give a shit. You could sit there, I could be on the phone telling her off. You think she's gonna give a shit when we hang up? She's not getting her feelings hurt. In fact, that probably gave her some fuel supply. You know what I mean? That's what they do. I'm really kind of curious how my sister's getting her fuel now, because I'm not around for her to pick on me. So I'm like, man, I feel bad for whoever she's picking on now. Anywho, guys, I don't know. Let me know your story if you have something similar. I always appreciate your comments. Some of you write down some serious stories, so thank you for that. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.